Hi guys, what's up? Jessica Kubasi here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I got better as a photographer. The last time I made a video like this was back in 2015. Things have changed since then. I'm a changed person. Not physically, I'm still the same height. So you're probably wondering, what has changed in the past 3 years, Jessica? Really not much. I got better at Mario Kart. I don't talk to a lot of people. My nails grew out. My eyebrows got thicker. That's it. That's literally it. Like nothing else. That's it. I think I got a little bit meaner, but I kind of like it. Honestly, it's just me standing up for myself, and I should have done that years ago. So I think I'm just speaking up a little bit more, and that definitely has changed. So I've written down some things I wanted to go over, how I got better, what I think really improved since 2015. So let's go over those. Before we begin, a quick message from our sponsors. This video was brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or an online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Squarespace has an all-in-one platform that is super easy to use, customizable with tons of award-winning designer templates, and offers 24-hour customer service support. So whether you're a photographer like me that needs a portfolio site, or you have a small business, they have something for everyone. You can start your free trial today by going to squarespace.com/Jessica. Use offer code Jessica for 10% off your first purchase. Now, let's get back to the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the thing that made the most impact to my photography since 2015, and that is trying different types of light. When I started photography, I would always play it safe. I used even, clean lighting whenever I shot outside, and I used natural light. So earlier this year, I went to a class that was taught by Nigel Barker, and he really showed and emphasized the importance of using different types of light, especially side light, even with studio lighting. And it's something that I never really thought about twice. I think when you do photography for so long, you're kind of stuck in your ways, and it's something that I never really thought about. So it was just a really big, important reminder to use different types of light. And I really wanted to push myself and try something different. So you'll see in a lot of new portraits that I'm posting and new full body shots that I am trying to use different types of light and do things opposite of what I usually do. So if you're someone who only shoots backlit or only shoots in the shade, maybe you can try using side light, or maybe you can try direct sun, even if that's something that you may not personally like at the time. A couple years down the road, maybe that's your new thing. And I really honestly think that it did make a huge impact for me, because being able to work in any type of light is very important, especially in photography. You can feel comfortable knowing that you can shoot in every type of situation, and that's really how you want to feel as a photographer, that you're confident and if it starts raining, if the sun is completely out, if the sun is completely gone, that you are able to take that and say, okay, well, I can still make this work. I can shoot this in a different way. The next thing that I worked on a lot is simplifying my retouching. I feel like I've gotten a lot better, but I'm still learning every day on little subtle tricks on how to make everything look more natural. And I'm starting to keep more of those under eye shadows. I think I want it to just look more natural and not 100% like a porcelain doll, like she just came out of like a vending machine. So I definitely want everything to look more natural in my retouching. So I started retouching and then lowering the opacity on my layers so that if I am gonna retouch, it's like a subtle retouch. So definitely that is one thing that I've worked on a lot, not to make the image look over processed, and keeping certain lines on the face and still making it look like it's not heavily photoshopped, even though it is. I guess spent 3 hours doing it, but that's the process. This year and a little bit of last year, I had to style a lot of my own shoots. Whenever my stylist could not join me for a trip, I had to be the stylist, and I don't consider myself a stylist at all in photo shoots and in my daily life. I'm more of like a t-shirt, jeans, sneakers, go out and live your life kind of person. So I've had to style a lot of my own shoots this year, and it's been a challenge, but it's also been really good for me to, take control of that portion of my photography, because styling is so important. Sometimes that's really the focal point of the picture, is the outfit. My go-tos have been a nice dress with just like a t-shirt underneath it. You'll see that in a lot of my most recent work. I'm like, that looks good. Yeah, just put a shirt under it. You're good. look fashionable. Thankfully in fashion, the weirder it looks, the more fashionable it is. So, garbage can, fashion. Crocs, Balenciaga. A tree, Gucci. You can put zebra print, cheetah, green belt, you're on the runway. Cover of Vogue, seriously. You may not notice this, but the clothes that your models wear will also define your style as a photographer. If you go to somebody's work that has a very distinct style, you'll notice that, you know, the models dress a certain type of way and there's a consistent theme in the clothing. Like I said, I do a lot of shirts under dresses or sweaters under dresses, and then I love socks and heels. I got this inspiration when I was in Japan, and me and my friend were on a bus, and I saw this girl's outfit. It was so cute, and she was wearing socks and heels, and I've never really seen anybody wear something like that before, and she looked amazing, and it just really caught my eye. So after that, that's what I started doing that in my photography. You'll see in one of the 4 photographers, Tashi is wearing like pink socks with black heels, and some people liked it and some people didn't, but I don't know, it's just something that I like to have in my photography because I think it fits my style. So the biggest change that I made is switching over to my 24-70 lens from my 50-1.2, and you guys know that the 50-1.2 is one of my favorite lenses. I mean, I started with that lens. That was a lens that I really used for a very long time, but recently the 24-70 has become my main lens. I use it almost all the time. I really hardly ever use my 50 now, and I feel like I'm kind of neglecting it, but I think it's just more of a style choice. The lens that you use, again, it really does help define your style, you know, the angles and the kind of look that you want. The lens really does contribute to that. Using a consistent lens really did help define my style a little bit more. I think a big theme for 2018 for me was consistency. You guys can tell I tried to keep the same lens, tried to keep kind of the same styling, the makeup choices, and the type of posing, and I think that helped my photography a lot. Before, it was all over the place, but I've definitely refined it a lot more. I tried to focus on portraits this year and get a lot better at them. Not only do agencies love them because they can update their girls' books with a new headshot, but it's good for me because I feel like in any situation, you can't go wrong with a portrait. Portraits are so simple, and I think that's what makes them so difficult. I'll show you guys some portraits that I took a couple years ago and then my portraits today. I'm really starting to understand a lot more about, you know, shoulder angles and then, you know, where the chin's supposed to be and things like that. I still struggle today. I don't think I've really gotten it 100%, but I'm definitely practicing a lot and hoping that I get there sometime. Like, I'm walking down the road and there's no signs, but I'm walking there and hopefully there's a gas station up ahead. The biggest struggle for me has been editing and color grading. I've shot in so many different situations and different types of light that my coloring sometimes isn't consistent, and I think that's the biggest struggle and what I want to work on a lot more for next year. For me, color grading really is what makes the picture, and I've just become so indecisive. I will try so many different options on one picture, and it just takes up so much time that by the time I finish, I don't even want to work on that set anymore, and I just end up watching TV and I just get frustrated with myself. I feel like sometimes I do that. I spend too long on one picture, and then by the time I know it, there's 1,000 layers on one picture. Photoshop crashes. The thing that really helped improve my photography, and this is like a little secret for you guys, I'm not gonna always be talking about this, but it's having no friends. You're never invited out anywhere. It really helped me because I'm always home. I got nothing else to do, so I have to go and retouch. So I have to go and practice. Not having friends really did improve my photography, and I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why real quick. And if you're a friend that is watching this and you're like, Jessica, I'm your friend. No, you're not. No, I didn't get any texts today. No good morning text, nothing. Okay, that's my brother. And he wants me to pick out a picture for his Instagram. Like, I'm not here to serve you, but the third one's really nice. You should put that one up. Yeah, I have a couple friends. 2, while the average person is out there socializing, partying, having fun. I'm having fun as well, in the comfort of my home. Had I went out with my friends, had I even got invited in the first place to be even able to go out, would I even be here? No, I would be outside. Would I even know how to retouch? Probably still, I would have made time for that. So while you may think, oh, I don't have any friends, it's okay, be friends with Photoshop. Okay, but seriously, in all honesty, there is a little bit of truth to that. Not going out as much, not making plans all the time. I've really had a lot of extra time to work on retouching, research stuff, learn a lot more. So having a lot of time to do that, I mean, it really has helped me learn a lot more and made me a lot more productive rather than if I was just like out every day. So I don't know, it's like a double-edged sword. Obviously you want to be social, but also this is my job as well, and I have to dedicate time to that. So it's just finding a good balance. There's probably so much more I could have added in this video, but I think these are the biggest factors that have really helped me progress to my photography up until now. Do you guys have any tips on how to improve your photography, and how did you guys get better? Leave your experiences below in the comments, and as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching.